Hello and welcome to my new series. So in this series I'm going to be taking concept art that I find on Pinterest and then trying to recreate them within Minecraft. I will then show you how to build them by breaking them down into these tutorials. So in this episode I plan to build this house, which I found on Pinterest. The original creator was Lepyoshka, who can be found on Deviant Art, which I've included a link to in the description below. And I really like the look of all of these buildings, so I'll be looking at making more of them in future videos. Now, if you do plan to build this yourself, here is a list of the materials, and I also show the dimensions for this build, but you can also find all of this information in the description below. So in this build I'm going to be using some materials that might be hard to find, like the white terracotta or the warped wood. Now you can obviously replace this with any material you like. I mean, this is Minecraft, so do whatever you want. This tutorial is merely my interpretation and you can use it as you see fit. So either copy what I have done or to take inspiration and create something of your own. Firstly, you're going to need to find yourself an area where you're happy to start building. Now, I try to do my builds in stages, so the first thing I do here is start marking out the floor for the ground floor. I start by placing all of my stone bricks around the perimeter, and then I also lay a base for what will eventually be our fireplace. Make sure to pause the video here as you see fit and refer back to the dimensions I'm using. Once the floor has been laid out, I then bring the corners of the walls up to allow us to do the same for the first floor. I also add some little overhangs here, which will be part of the roof later on. I then place some more planks as I begin to replicate the stone brick section from below. Again, this will be where we have a fireplace upstairs in our bedroom. I then build a small section of brick walls at the back, which begins to form our ground floor fireplace. And now I finish the perimeter of the floor with more planks and then proceed to fill it all in. And then I pop out a little 1-block hole, which will allow for access later on. So again, pause at any point and take note. Next up, I grab my white terracotta and begin to build the ground floor walls. Pretty easy to follow, but again, if you do need to pause or rewind, do so as you see fit. I'll also do a little look around afterwards, so then you can have a check yourself. Next, place some ladders below the hole we left in the ceiling to allow us to go upstairs. This is super helpful if you're building in survival mode. So then, starting with our little overhangs, I add 2 more spruce planks to all 6 of them. Now, for some warped planks, we can build up our walls, just 2 high for now. As I said at the beginning, if you don't have access to the nether yet, there is no reason why you couldn't use another block. You could even do the whole roof in spruce, or maybe even normal oak, just for the contrast. I'm now marking out our next fireplace, just a couple of blocks here for now, before we move on to more white terracotta for the last 3 sections of wall upstairs. And I like the idea of having tall windows up here, so I've left 2 block high openings for that. Again, here is part of the video where you can check what you have done, and if you're copying me exactly, then pause if needed. Now a few more ladders and we can get onto the roof. Obviously, again, if you're building in survival, if you're in creative, then fly around and do whatever you wish. The first thing I want to do up here is work a little more on the frame of the roof using spruce stairs and planks. I then make my way onto the ground outside and add some more stairs to add to the shape. Take a moment to make sure that you've got the same shape as I do. Now, back up to the roof, we want to finalise the shape of the gables and start building the ridge along the top of the roof. We want to add a slab onto the top and then add 4 more slabs towards the centre of the house. Then underneath that, add 4 warped planks. We'll then repeat this on the last 2 sections. So remember, the ridge will come out 4 blocks. Now add a stone brick to the end of the slabs like so. This will help form our chimney. Next, add 4 more warped planks and connect the rows we placed before. We can now carry on building our chimney. Most of this part is made of stone brick stairs, apart from the 1 stone brick block you'll see me place in the middle. Then pop another stone brick block on top, so the top of the chimney now is all at the same level. At this point we want to add a campfire inside to give us the smoke effect to make our chimney look more realistic. Then add another layer of stone brick blocks all the way round to raise the chimney up 1 more. And then we're going to need to place a temporary block inside and another one on top. And this will allow us to add upside down stairs to add a detail to the top of the chimney. Make sure to remove the temporary blocks to allow the smoke to escape. Now we can close our roof. We just need a bunch of warped stairs and follow the shape we've already created from the gable ends. This will complete the top section of our roof, but there is one more detail I would like to add at the bottom in a moment. Using more stairs, we need to bring the overhang from the front all the way round the side. With some more spruce stairs, we can add a nice little windowsill detail below the window, like this. I then add a little porch to the front door, using more stairs and a slab, and then add some fence posts to look like supports. Also add a stair to allow access to the front door. Repeat the stair detail to the other two windows on the sides. I then go around the whole building and add stone brick stairs, but note under the windows I use full blocks. This will allow for us to add some window boxes later on. For now, let's go inside and get the fireplaces built. I've tried to do this as clearly as possible, so make sure to pause or rewind as you see fit. I finish off the fireplaces with an iron bar detail. We will now go upstairs and use the exact same design. Once they are done, I make my way back downstairs and pop the windows in. I thought the white stained panes were a nice touch, but you can use whatever you like. I also added my front door at this point. Now to make my way upstairs and place the windows in up there. As lovely as the windows are to look out of, this is when I wanted to add some window boxes. Placing some dirt or grass and then surrounding it with spruce trapdoors. If you don't have grass blocks, you can always leave some of the trapdoors off and make a dirt step to allow the grass to spread, and then come back later to finish off the trapdoors. Pop a little flower on the top to finish it off. Now we can make our way inside and do some interior furnishing. Firstly, using a barrel, an oak fence and a leaf block, we can make a nice small house plant. It will also serve as extra storage. Pop a lantern above the door to help brighten the place up. Then to create a bit of a kitchen stroke work area, I'll start by placing down a workbench and use a combination of slabs and trapdoors to create shelves, which I then add a barrel and lantern to. I also add a cauldron to act as a kind of sink, but you could place a furnace here if you like. Next, on the opposite side, I wanted to create a kind of study stroke chill area. Bookshelves are always a great way to decorate an area. I then used some upside down oak stairs to create a desk, and then another stair as a chair. I finish it off with another lantern and a little potted cactus. Lastly, I wanted to add some carpet. This adds a little colour and also makes it feel a bit more cosy. Now to furnish upstairs. Of course we need somewhere to store our gear, so I thought an armour stand fully kitted out and also an item frame with my favourite sword was a nice touch. Another lantern to light up this section, and I was happy. You can obviously decorate any of this however you wish. Lastly, a tired tiger needs somewhere to rest his sleepy head. So in the last section I placed down a bed, a trapdoor shelf and yet another lantern. I much prefer these to torches. I also popped down a chest for storing all of my loot. Finally, I laid down some carpet. Whilst there is already plenty of colour up here from the roof, I felt that having the carpet down made it feel much more comfortable. The very last thing, just to finish off the build, was to place down a jukebox and whack on some pig step. And there you have it. This has been my first original build tutorial. All of my other tutorials were based off of already generated structures within Minecraft. So let me know what you think. I really enjoyed this build and loved the way it turned out. It has that sort of medieval and fantasy look to it and feels super cozy inside. If you find anything that you would like me to try and build, feel free to message me on either Discord or Twitter with a link and I will check it out. Details for both of those are down in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like so I know if I should do more. Also, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.